Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Good morning. Welcome to today's graduation and diversity service. My name is Michael Bailey and I will be the chairperson today. We will begin this morning's service with Sambujo on pages 24 and 25. We will now have Sutra Chanting, Sei Ge, Sei Ge on page 93. Please stand for the Gatha Nembutsu I on page 99 in the White Book, and remain standing for the reading of the three treasures on page 8 in the Purple Book.
Please switch books. Page 8. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as disciples of Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Please be seated.
Now Reverend Fujimoto will share a Dharma message with us.
Namanda, 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 Namanda. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. So a little bit of what's been going on here. Just this past week, yesterday mainly, we've had our BCA National Board meeting. And so this happens twice each year in June and in December. And then they have a National Council meeting in February, March. So these are the three main whole group of BCA meetings. And so Jane was there and I was there yesterday. And for the two national board meetings, the district representatives go there. So only of the ministers, the district Kyokucho, the lead chairperson of each ministerial association. So one from each district, and of that, I am the one that represents the Bay District. Okay, so our other ministers there is Reverend Adams, because he's the chairperson of all the ministers, and Reverend Kuwahara, because he's the head of the JSIO. So the other temple ministers don't come, but each of the 8 Kyokucho come from each of their districts. Reverend Rai from New York and all the other districts they send. And then the district representative comes. So the other larger meeting is the National Council meeting where temple reps comes. So representatives from all the temples come. So yesterday is a little bit smaller, but we go through many things that affect each temple, bylaw changes and things of that nature. So this is the first time in 5 years that we've met in person because of the pandemic. So kind of refreshing, even us, to come back to the temple and have service in person has been very nice to do. We've been doing it for a while, and the Zoom meetings are very convenient, but sometimes you miss that face-to-face interaction, and we're able to go through that as well. So it was very nice to see each other and to go through some of those things. So really appreciated being able to go be a part of the meeting and to see everyone there from all over. So today we have our graduation service, and we have 3 of our students that are moving up to their next level of education. And so we have sitting our stars here in the front row here. So Nico Yuen will be moving on to the Lincoln Middle School, and Nash will also be moving. Put your feet down. Nash will be also moving to the Lincoln Middle School, and Noah's going to go on to Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay. So very good to get this attention and recognition. You get the spotlight for today. This service is kind of focused on your accomplishments, and it's nice. You earned it. Okay, lots of study involved, but there's more to that. And so I have a couple stories for you, for all of us. And one of them is a Jataka tale, and it's about 2 parrots. Okay, beautiful, beautiful parrots, and they love to fly around and travel, and they're looking down and finding nice places where they can pick up some food. And so they were just brilliant colors, so beautiful, and people would see them on occasion and thought, wow, look at those 2 parrots. Okay, so they're named Radha and Potapata. Okay, kind of hard to say. Maybe we should call them Noah and Nico or something. No? Okay. How about kind and gentle? I'll call them kind and gentle. So one time they entered the palace gardens, and the people at the kingdom thought, there they are. Those are the birds. And they trapped them, and they brought them to the king's palace. And, everyone was just in awe of what they looked like and how they behaved themselves. So they put them in this special golden cage and fed them all the nice foods. So they were happy to be part of the kingdom. So people who came to the temple were very visiting them and admiring them, and they just thought it was such a wonderful thing to see these 2 birds. And so they were fed all the choicest foods every single day, kind of the toast of the king's palace now. So everyone thought, wow, how special to have these 2 birds as part of our kingdom. Okay. And then as they were getting into their role of welcoming guests and people, the king had this opportunity. Someone had caught, I think, a large ape, chimpanzee. So they brought him to the palace. And so people were looking at this ape and said, wow, look at that. Never seen one so large. And he would act up and be kind of fun to watch. Okay, so people would come to watch him instead, looking and laughing, and they all would be laughing out loud as to some of the things that the monkey would do. And so little by little, the 2 parrots felt like they were getting ignored, and nobody was noticing them anymore. Okay, so the ape became the center of attention. And so the parrots feeling neglected, and the younger ones, had his feelings hurt. He wasn't getting recognized anymore. So went to his older brother, the other bird, and said, gee, what don't we leave? They're not paying attention to us, and it's not much fun to be here anymore. Okay, so they're not getting the attention that they used to get. So the older one told him, well, you just wait. Okay? When you get attention, praise or blame, honor or dishonor, these are all just temporary things. So they kind of come and go. You know, people will get tired of all this action with the monkey. So soon they will recognize our true worth. And so the older one told the younger one, be patient, okay? And so people did. They get tired of watching the monkey, the ape, and kind of misbehaving and fooling around a little bit too much. And so finally they sent the ape away. And people were looking at the birds again, really appreciating that they were so well behaved, beautiful parrots, and looking at that, okay? So the older one in the story, he's the one that had been a Buddha in his previous life, okay? And in this story, sometimes we do nice things. In your case, you finish your level of school and you're moving on, so you get all this recognition now. You are the beautiful birds today, right? But when today is over, you don't get all the attention anymore. Next year, first day of school, none of this matters. You have to start all over again. But what did you gain from these last few years, right? You graduate this year, but little by little, over the years, you pay attention a little bit better. You learn how to focus a little bit better. You learn how to listen to your parents a little bit better. And all these things are important, okay? You learn how to appreciate what you have gained, and you use them, and you move forward, right? So all of these things are important. And, you didn't know automatically how to listen to your parents, how to appreciate your parents, right? But you get better at it, just like you get better at math or English or history or whatever, sports. You get better at listening to your elders. And this is an important lesson. It's very important, okay? Even those of us who are looking down at the floor, even those of us who are missing his sisters, little by little, we learn to listen to our parents better and better and better, okay? So this is part of the process of how we grow, okay? So I have one more story, and I shared this story during our Memorial Day visit to the cemeteries. And lots of times I tell you about when I go to the beach and I run out there and I see different things. And during the springtime, all the geese have their babies, right? Little goslings are following the parents. And first, they don't even have colorful feathers, right? They're just little fuzzy things, right? That's the size of, I don't know, robin maybe, right? Then you come back a couple of weeks later and they're like pigeon size, right? And then a couple of weeks later, so, whoa, look at them. They look like footballs, right? So they're wandering around. They're still kind of hairy and not perfectly colored, but they're following their parents around. And some of them, usually there's like 4, 5, 6 maybe, and that's getting to be big families. But one day I'm running along, and it was swimming lesson day, okay? So 2 sets of parents brought out their little gosling, and they're swimming right by the edge of the shore, okay? And so I'm running along, and I catch up to them, and large families. I thought, wow, look at them. And I'm counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 39 birds. 2 sets of parents and 39. So like there's adult and like 13, 14 little ones, an adult 12 or 13 little ones, an adult and 12 or 13 little ones, an adult. So on each end and in the middle, there's these adult birds, parents, and the little ones all in line swimming along, right? So I thought, wow, how do they know how to do that, right? And just amazing that they do this automatically. I don't know how many sets of eggs they've already had, but the little ones, they're going to learn how to do that when they are grown up and have their families, right? Just by participating, just by watching. And what I thought about is when we come to end of service and we come to Oshoko, all these line of little birds lined up here, one following the next, learning how to put the incense in, bow properly. So if the first guy does it funny, they all do it funny, right? So you got to have a good parent doing it the right way, and then we learn how to do it right. Okay, so this is all how we learn, and watching them. It's like a perfect example. You know, they're not talking to each other, but they're paying attention, talking to, listening, watching, and they learn like that. Okay, but they do pay attention to their parents. Okay, so I think this is a nice lesson. You can learn from seeing a lot of different things, but this is a really good example, and to see that many was a very, very good example. So when I learn what I hope we can learn from them, even you guys, little by little, you know, stay together, don't stray away. You know, if you're in a new place or a different place, don't go off on your own. Stay with a friend or stay with your family. Look out for each other. Listen to your parents. Listen to your elders. So turn around and look back there. Go ahead. Look back there. See, all those are your elders. Okay, these are aunts and uncles that they're all looking out and they're hoping you do well, right? They hope you do well. So, you know, it's not like they're going to tell you what to do every single time. They have respect for you, but they watch your parents, they watch how you listen. They watch how your parents talk to you and all these things. And this is all how we support each other as a Sangha, as a temple, and all these things. So, do you know why you listen to your parents? Because you respect them, and you should, okay? And so this is, again, something you learn, just like you learn all your lessons at sports and school and all these things. Little by little, you get better and better and better at these kinds of things. And this is what also helps you grow. So I hope we can all learn from these kind of things. These give us kind of a sense that not only our little Kato Chambliss family or UN family, but this whole temple, the whole Sangha, Buddhist Temple of Alameda, Buddhist Churches of America, the meetings I described, all of this, there's a connection that we have and we're able to appreciate, okay? So we do things as a Dharma School, and later some of you have the chance to go to district YBA, Young Buddhist Groups, and at the center they have these other groups. They take trips to Japan, they take trips elsewhere, and these are opportunities where we can meet more and more people. So not only do we go to the same middle school, who knows, you might go to college with somebody from Oakland, you might go to college with somebody from Palo Alto, you never know. They might become your best friends. So you don't know how it's going to unfold, but all these opportunities are here. And so I hope when we talk about these kind of things, it becomes something. Oh yeah, I better remember that. I better think about that, right? So I don't want to take too much time because we have a big day planned for you guys. They're going to go to the climbing gym a couple miles away and spend some time over there climbing on the rocks, and I don't know what else they have, but enjoying lunch together. And it's a private party, not everyone, but but I think they'll be able to enjoy today's Dharma School events. So please join me in Gassho. We'll close the message. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. But I'd like to call upon someone has gifts to hand out. Yumi has some gifts to hand out to our students, so she'll come up here and call you up and hand you your gifts, and then we'll take a picture, all right?
Okay, like Sensei mentioned, we have 3 young people moving up. We're very proud of them. I don't want to embarrass Nash, but when they started, you've been coming probably at least 8 years or more. When they started, Nash would sit on my lap while we were reading stories, not to embarrass you, but he was that little. And the Ewan family, Nico joined us a few years later. We struggled through all those COVID years together, having classes on Zoom. So they hung in there with us. We're very happy. We'll start with Nico. Come on up and do a short talk. Congratulations. Okay. How about Nash? How young?
Stay close, okay? We'll have a picture.
Photo. Thank you. Laura? You don't get anything. Except my appreciation.
I also have for our fearless leaders, for Yumi, a gift from the
Thank you.
Dharma School family. And also for the Reverends. Thank you so much.
May not be the tallest one anymore.
Come closer.
We're getting close.
This side. Don't walk.
Please stand for the Gatha We Are One on pages 150 and 152 in the White Book. I would also like to thank Reverend Fujimoto for the talk. I missed that point, so thank you very much. And I'd also like to personally congratulate all of our graduates today. It's been a long time since my graduation. It's very memorable. So We would like to thank those who helped with the altar preparations and with the service. Reverend Dennis for the YouTube recording. We have Brian, the altar flowers, Jane, organist Lenny, and to all those who brought refreshments today. Are there any newcomers or visitors today? If so, would you please stand and introduce yourself? No? Okay. We have several announcements. There will be no services for the next 3 Sundays. On Saturday and Sunday, June 14th and 15th, we have Bazaar preparation. Saturday and Sunday on the 21st and 22nd is the Bazaar. And on Sunday, June 29th is the 5th Sunday, so there will be no service that day either. For the Bazaar, on Friday, June 13th, we have Bazaar booth construction and setup. On Friday, June 20th, there is the Bazaar food preparation and setup. Monday, June 23rd is the after Bazaar cleanup. Sunday, July 6th, Shotsuki monthly memorial service. And is there any other announcements? If you have not signed up, it's not too late. We'll take all volunteers. You can see Yumi after service. Today is also our birthday Sunday. We would like to celebrate those who have a birthday in the month of June. Anyone celebrating a birthday month, please come up in the shoku.